Hotseat tonight. I want to give away $1 million. Come on, let's do it tonight for a whole lot of money. Let's meet our contestants. In seat number 1 over here, we have Emma Raymond, who once chased Mick Jagger for an autograph, only to accidentally put that autograph through the washing machine. As a 7-year-old, Saja Abui fed the family lamb her mum's undies. Whoops. In the 70s, David Hughes was a DJ at a function and he coaxed Prince Charles onto the dance floor. As a kid, Johnny Moran performed in Oliver Twist with Niall from One Direction. Sharon O'Neill's beach wedding dress code was board shorts and bathers. And Dan Kelly works at a chocolate factory. His nephew and nieces thought he was the chief Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Come on, Emma. Hello, Emma Raymond.
Hello, Edinburgh.
From Bond Beach in Victoria, 49 years of age. It says a practice nurse, so...
I'm not practicing.
No, I was going to say you...
I work for a plastic surgeon.
And
yes.
Does that make you a... What's that? Should it be a plastic nurse, is it?
No, I work as a practice nurse for her. So I'm here in her practice.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. So you're a nurse at a plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Jenny is your sister up the back. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's the way. Tell me about this. You were flying in a light plane with your family once to Ulladulla. What happened?
We were teenagers. Dad was co-pilot. We were going to the aunt and uncle's wedding. The door flew open in the plane and the plane just plummeted to the ground.
Jeez. What, did it hit the ground?
Yeah, bang, in a cow paddock and all the cows scattered like that.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, but
How far up were you?
way up, light aircraft.
And so why? The door opened?
Don't know.
What, the cabin pressure just shouldn't have
Dad
worried?
was co-pilot, so we should have smelled a rat then.
Okay. Emma, let's win $1 million. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's play Hot Seat. Go. $100. A type of fish caught in the waters off many parts of Australia's coast is the what dory? A, John. B, Peter. C, Ken. D, Tom.
Lock in A, thanks, Ed.
John Dory is locked in. Correct for $100. 200. Do yourself a favour is a famous catchphrase of which of these people? A, Dame Edna Everage. B, Shane Warne. C, Molly Meldrum. D, Kevin Rudd.
Molly, lock in C, thanks.
Lock in C, Molly. Ian Molly Meldrum for $200. The bloke who won $500,000 sitting in that very seat for charity.
Did, yes.
He was great, wasn't he, on the old Millionaire? $300. A splade is a cross between a spoon and which of these? A, fork. B, tongs. C, chopsticks. D, spatula.
A, Eddie?
Lock it in.
Yeah.
It is a fork for $300. 500. The 2005 autobiography of which sportsperson is titled Last Man Standing? A, Ian Thorpe. B, Stephen Bradbury. C, Leighton Hewitt. D, Steve Waugh. Last Man Standing. 10 seconds.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to pass.
Catch you later, Emma.
Thanks, Eddie.
See you later. Hello, Saja.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Saja Abui from Oak Park.
Yes.
Had my old stomping ground once upon a time out that way in the northern suburbs of Melbourne, 19 years of age, building design student at Victoria University. What do you want to do when you finish?
Architecture.
Architecture?
Yeah.
What type of architecture? Anything in particular or?
Residential.
Residential. Good stuff. Hey, tell me about, you love your swimming, but you've been brushed by a couple of stingrays along the way.
Yeah.
You were once chased by a seal and slipped on the rocks and tore your $400 jeans. And you were attacked by seagulls one time as well.
Yeah, the seagulls are pretty feral.
What happened to the seagulls?
They weren't very nice.
They left a deposit on you, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happened with the stingray?
So we were up in New South Wales and I was swimming out and there's a current because it's the ocean and I'm having a good time. I'm swimming and I see this huge stingray just right in front of me and I panicked. I swam right back up to the shore and I just ran.
Just ran.
It was huge.
That was the end of that. Saja, 2005 autobiography of which sports person is titled Last Man Standing? Ian Thorpe, Stephen Bradbury, Leighton Hewitt, Steve Waugh.
I have no idea.
Have you heard of any of these guys?
I've heard of Ian Thorpe.
8 seconds. 6, need an answer. Have a guess. 3.
B.
Lock in B. Last Man Standing is it's a book about an Australian Olympian who won the gold medal when everyone fell over in front of him. Everyone thought it was a fluke, a bit like you going for B there and getting it right for $500. Correct. However, the trick to the book is that Stephen Bradbury worked his backside off for the best part of 20 years, was good enough to make the Olympic final and had the tactics right for just that moment in life, and it all presented for him, and he took his chance and won the gold medal. Was the first Australian to win an Olympic gold medal at the Winter Olympics. And Alicia Camplin became then, in the same Olympics, the next day, in fact, the first Aussie to win on snow when she won the aerials. There you go, Sharjah. You're pretty happy to know all that now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You couldn't care less. We'll take a break and we'll come back and play for $1 million right after this. Is in the hot seat from Oak Park in Victoria. $1,000. Good luck, Sasha. The sequel to the 1999 film Stuart Little was called A. Stuart Little Returns, B. Stuart Little Again, C. Stuart Little 2, D. Stuart Little More.
Oh, I've never even seen this movie. C?
Lock in C?
Lock
May
in
as well
C.
have a go. It's correct for $1,000. Starring Michael J. Fox, Gina Davis and Hugh Laurie. Stuart Littlemore, of course, is a QC and a former host of Media Watch once upon a time. $1,500. Good luck, Sharjah. A phrase that is self-contradictory, such as slow haste or deafening silence, is an example of a what? A. Tautology. B. Pangram. C. Oxymoron. D. Pleonasm.
I have no idea. Are we allowed to pass?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can I pass?
You can pass. You really want to pass?
Yes.
Yes, you do. See you, Sharjah. Bye. Come on, you got to go. Sharjah wanted to pass it and didn't want to move. Good on you. David Hughes is a retired bank officer with the Commonwealth Bank from Williams Landing in Victoria. 68 years of age, been married to Yarra.
That's right,
for
yeah.
28 years. Originally from Ireland, are you?
That's right.
When did you come to Australia?
1969.
What brought you out here?
A bit of adventure, actually. Just, you know, see the rest of the world, you know. Things were pretty tough in Ireland at that time.
It was. The troubles were at their worst, weren't they? Or heading into it anyway.
That was up north.
Yeah.
The bad fellas are up there.
Yeah, it was pretty... but economically it was pretty tough
Economically
in Ireland.
it was very tough, yeah.
And you were working as a DJ in the 70s, and Prince Charles, you got him up on the dance floor, did you?
Yeah, it was at Werribee Golf Club. There was a function and he was one of the guests of honours. Halfway through the night he appeared and they had some speeches, and then they came down to the edge of the dance floor and I just said, "Come on, Charles, let's get this party started again." So he grabbed a young lady and I put on Chubby Checker, Let's Twist Again, and we went on from there.
Away you went.
Yeah.
Dave, good luck here. A phrase that is self-contradictory, such as slow haste or deafening silence, is an example of a what? Tautology, pangram, oxymoron, pleonasm.
I don't think it's a pangram or a pleonasm. I've never heard of tautology, so I'm just going to have to take a punt on C, oxymoron.
Lock in C, oxymoron. A tautology is a redundant phrase. Oxymoron is what we're talking about. Correct for $1,500. When words with opposing meanings are combined, tautology is a phrase that repeats information unnecessarily. Pangram is a phrase that contains all the letters of the alphabet, and as in the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And pleonasm is using more words than are necessary. There you go. 9 questions for $2,500. Good luck, David.
Okay.
Which member of One Direction became a father in January 2016? A. Liam. B. Louis. C. Harry. D. Niall.
Well, I do love my music, but I'm afraid my knowledge of recent stuff is very low, so I'm going to have to take a pass.
Well,
on
this is going to
one.
be interesting, David. You can take a pass because Johnny, who's coming up, actually performed as a child in a play with Niall from One Direction. So let's see if he knows what's going on here. You're passing?
I am.
Catch you later, David. See ya. Johnny Moran.
Howdy, Eddie.
Is a student from La Trobe University. What is it, St Patrick's Day or something? You're from Ireland as well.
Yeah, I am.
Where are you from?
Mullingar. It's in the middle of Ireland. It's famous for one thing.
What's that?
One Direction.
One
Niall
Direction.
Horan.
That's where I come from. Tabitha's with us, though. Your sister. Hi, Tabitha. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good to see you. You performed an Oliver Twist with Niall Horan from One Direction.
Yeah, our careers started at around the same time. His went in a different direction to mine, but
He's went in the right direction.
well, I think he sold out, to be honest. I'm keeping it very real.
I can understand that, Johnny. That's the way. All right, pal, let's go. Which member of One Direction became a father in January 2016? Now, do you know all these blokes?
No, I know Niall.
Okay. Liam, Louis, Harry or Niall?
I know it's not Harry, because he's a bit of a... It's not Harry. It's between Liam and Louis. This will kill me if I don't get it. I'm going to say Liam. Lock in A.
Lock in A. Tabitha, do you know?
No.
It's the one thing that's come out of your village.
It's more of a town.
Town.
No.
It's Louis. Freddie Rain is Louis' first child with US stylist Brianna Jungwirth.
Gosh. What are the chances of that question coming up, eh?
What are the chances of getting... You've come all the way to Australia and you get a question on Millionaire Hotseat from the same town that you're from?
I knew it wasn't Niall.
Exactly, you got that part right. Ah, Johnny, I'm sorry for that,
Thanks
buddy.
very much, Eddie.
Thanks, mate. Good on you, mate. Hello, Sharon O'Neill.
Hello, Eddie McGuire.
God, there's another Irish name.
Best.
You know, Neil's got what is it? It's like St Patrick's Day here today. Got the green around us. There's Irish everywhere. Sharon O'Neill is a disability support worker from Moonee Ponds in Victoria. John is your husband. G'day, John.
Eddie.
How are you?
Good, thanks,
Now,
mate.
John, you're the racetrack gardener at where, Moonee Valley?
I'm not a gardener. I work on the track.
So okay, it says racetrack gardener here. My apologies. So what do? You fix the track up at Moonee Valley?
Yep.
Fabulous Moonee Valley, the home of the Cox Plate.
Yep. Love it.
So, and you live on track?
We live on course, yes.
So you can hear the horses running past them?
I can lay on my bed if the rail's out far enough. You can hear it's an old house, so it starts to shake when they come up the back straight. And I can lay on my bed and see the jockeys' heads
Really?
zip past.
Fantastic.
It is.
Hey,
It's amazing.
is it true, John, you've got some race horses?
Yep.
And who are they trained by?
My ex-husband.
So your current husband's horses are trained by your ex-husband?
Yes.
That works well.
He loves my ex-husband. He thinks I'm a rotten bee for leaving him.
But did well out of it in the end there, Johnny. That's all right. Sharon, let's go. $2,500. We'll do it right after the break in the hot seat. Welcome back to the hot seat. Sharon O'Neill's ready to go. Got married to John at the Green Island off Cairns. Dress code was bathers and boardies and swim around the reef.
Yep, we were both getting on in our age. We'd been there, done that, had our kids to other partners, and we just thought I wasn't up for the long white dress.
Yeah.
So it's our favourite place, one of our favourite places, and bathers and board shorts, we had a ball.
Good on you. Well done, Sharon. $2,500. Achieving fame as a producer of the James Bond films was Albert Cubby who? A. Broccoli, B. Bean, C. Lime, D. Pepper.
I have no idea.
The producer of the James Bond films was Albert Cubby who?
The only one that sounds reasonable is Bean. Albert Cubby.
10, 9, 10 pass.
I will take a pass then.
See you, Sharon. Catch you later. Hello, Dan.
Hey, how are you?
Good, buddy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Dan Kelly is the finance manager at Cadbury.
I am.
Oh, I love Cadbury chocolates. From Lilydale in Victoria. Alan's your dad. G'day, Al.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. And you're the chief Oompa Loompa, are you?
Apparently, according to my nephews and nieces, I am, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How long have you been at Cadbury for?
been there, this is my 10th year now.
What's
so,
your favourite Cadbury chocolate?
Or would be the Cadbury Dairy Milk Block, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, the old fruit and nut can't be beaten
Or
either.
I like the fruit and nut
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
very nice,
Have 'em
Dan.
all.
Very nice. Dan, you have to get this one right, pal. Achieving fame as a producer of the James Bond films was Albert Cubby who? Broccoli, bean, lime, pepper.
That's A, Eddie, broccoli.
Cubby Broccoli is locked in and correct for $2,500. Yeah, Cubby was born in 1909 in New York City and produced the official Bond films from 62 to 89. His daughter, Barbara Broccoli, has continued to run the Bond franchise ever since. All right, $4,000. Since 2009, the annual Dakar Rally has been staged on which continent? A, South America, B, North America, C, Europe, D, Asia. Since 2009.
I can't say that I know this one. Something's pulling me towards D,
can pass.
Asia.
10 seconds. Pass if you like. 5.
South America.
Lock in A. Correct for $4,000. They're billed as the world's toughest race. Toby Price of Australia in 2016 became the first Australian to win any class at the event when he won the motorcycle class. A fantastic effort by Toby Price. 6 questions to go, 5 contestants. Everyone's in the money for $6,000. The pitaya, a brightly coloured type of tropical fruit, is commonly known as what fruit? A, monster, B, dragon, C, devil, D, gorgon. Pitaya, brightly coloured type of tropical fruit.
Nothing is grabbing me apart from B, Eddie. Lock in B.
B, dragon, locked in and correct for $6,000. Dad's happy with everything that's going on. Married to Brooke for the last 2 years, and you got a baby due in 5 months' time.
We have.
Do you know what sex she had or anything?
We're not sure yet, but we
Tossing
don't
up
mind.
names?
We're arguing about a few names at the moment.
How's Eddie going? Is it, can you mention it all?
We'll see how we go. Get these next few right, and you
Right.
might be right up
All
there.
right, Dan, I reckon I'll be there. $10,000. The 2016 Australian of the Year, David Morrison, is a former chief of which organisation? A, the Royal Australian Air Force, B, the Royal Australian Navy, C, the Australian Federal Police, D, the Australian Army.
Okay. I'm tossing up between A and B, Eddie. And it is going to be a guess.
David Morrison, the Australian of the Year, 10 seconds.
B, Eddie.
B, lock in
B.
Australian Navy. Nah, Dan, it's the Australian Army. Yeah, I'm tipping the baby's name won't be David, that's for
No.
sure. Sorry about that, pal.
No problems.
Good on you, Dan. Good
Thanks.
luck. Good luck
Good
with the
fun.
baby. All the
Cheers.
best. Emma! Everyone's still in the money. 4 contestants, Emma. You can win $100,000 when we return right after this in the hot seat. to the Millionaire Hot Seat. 4 questions to go for $100,000. This is for 10 grand. Emma, good luck.
Thanks.
The word pashmina comes from an old Persian word for what? A, shawl. B, cloak. C, cold. D, wool.
A pashmina is a shawl. It's also a cloak, but it's wool. So I think lock in D. Eddie?
Lock in D. It is a shawl. A type of cloak.
Yeah, but it's made of wool.
Keeps you warm from the cold.
It does.
And most times,
It's wool.
unless it's cashmere, it's made of wool, and wool is correct for 10,000 rand. Yeah, made of pashmina wool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is magnificent. Which means, unfortunately, though, Sharon, I think you might be out of business, but thanks for being
Thank you.
part of the show. Emma, the 100,000 for you. Saja, you could win 50,000 cash, and David, there's 20 grand still on the table for you. Here we go. Which of these products is the subject of a 1964 artwork by the American artist Andy Warhol? A, Brillo soap pads box. B, Kraft cheese slice. C, Colgate toothpaste tube. D, Mortine fly spray can.
I think it's A. Colgate toothpaste is jumping out a wee bit. Mortine fly can. A or D? So no, C or D.
1964 artwork by American artist Andy Warhol.
Hello, soap pads box. Could be A, I don't know, Eddie.
10.
Lock in C.
Lock it in?
Yep.
Locked in. It was recently at the National Gallery of Victoria. But it was the Brillo soap pads box. Yeah. Thanks very much. Good on you. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Saja, here we go. Get this right, I'll give you $1,000. Get the next one right, it's $50,000. What would you do with 50 grand?
Take my mum on a holiday.
Where would you take Mum on a holiday to?
I'd probably take her back to Lebanon. Let
Yeah.
her see her family.
Whereabouts in Lebanon is your family from?
I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere.
Somewhere in Lebanon.
Somewhere in Lebanon.
Now, is your mum from Lebanon? Are you first generation Australian? So she hasn't been back for a long time?
I think she's been back once or twice.
Yeah. And when did your family come out here to Australia from Lebanon?
20 years ago?
Yeah. So it'd be good to take Mum home? Have a bit of a look around?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, Saja, who is a building design student studying at Victoria University, 19 years of age. You've got to get this one right and I'll give you $1,000, okay? If you get it wrong, David, you're up for $20,000. Good luck. Here it comes. Actress Marilyn Monroe was at one time married to which famous American writer? A, Tennessee Williams. B, Arthur Miller. C, Neil Simon. D, J.D. Salinger. You know any of these guys?
No, I've never even heard of them.
Never heard of them.
I'm gonna say B.
You tell me what to do.
B.
Lock in B, Arthur Miller. Why?
Just sounds like a good name to choose right now, so.
It's as good a reason as any, I suppose. So you don't know any of these writers. You know Marilyn Monroe, of course.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. David, what would you have gone for?
I've gone for Arthur Miller as well.
B.
Everyone's going for Arthur Miller. Saja, the next question to you is for $50,000. Yeah, she married the Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright in 1956. Huge media attention. They divorced in 1961, and of course, sadly, Marilyn Monroe died in August of 1962. Saja, you've won $1,000. David, You missed by one. Saja, we're going to go to a news break. When we come back, we're playing for $50,000 cash. Saja Abui is in the hot seat from Oak Park in Victoria. Saja, it's fair to say you've guessed 3 answers correctly, haven't you?
Yep.
You've had no idea.
No idea.
It doesn't matter. One more guess will get you $50,000.
Yeah.
Could be the luckiest day of your life. What do you reckon?
Yep.
And
Sounds
you'd
good.
like to take... What's Mum's name?
Rima.
Take Rima back to Lebanon for a holiday? What a wonderful thing to
Yeah.
do.
Let us see our family.
All right, let's go, Saja. This is for $50,000. With his win at the 1989 French Open, who became the youngest male tennis player ever to win a Grand Slam? A. Michael Chang. B. Boris Becker. C. Jim Courier. D. Pat Cash. 1989 French Open, he became the youngest male tennis player ever to win a Grand Slam. Do you know any of these people? You're good at these. What do you think? Who would be the youngest male tennis player ever to win a Grand Slam by winning the 1989 French Open? Tell me what you're thinking.
A and C sound like a young name.
10 seconds, what are you going to say?
Gonna look in A.
Lock in A. You've had absolutely no idea of any of the answers, have you?
No.
Well, that's right. Sometimes you just don't know these particular topics. How old are you? You're 19.
Yeah, I'm 19.
Yeah. Well, 1989, a long time ago for you, isn't it? Not so for some of us. Boris Becker was a very young man when he won Wimbledon. Pat Cash, of course, won Wimbledon in 1987. Jim Courier won plenty of Grand Slams as well. And Michael Chang won one from memory. And it was a French Open.
Was it the 1989 French Open?
I ask the questions around here, Sergeant, but on this occasion I'll answer it. Yes, it was. You've won $50,000. Saja, can I ask you a question? Have you ever actually heard of Michael Chang?
No.
Well, he's your favourite tennis player in the world now. Favourite ever sports person. Saja, you've had a guess, and who cares how you get there? But what does 50,000 cash mean to you right now? A student, you know, you're studying, you've got to pay your HECS fees, you want to take mum back to Lebanon for a holiday. What does it mean to walk out tonight with $50,000 as a 19-year-old young lady?
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
really good.
How are you feeling?
I can't really... Just gotta calm down a little.
Don't calm down. Get excited. It's fantastic. Saja Abui just won $50,000 cash. See you next time on the Millionaire Hotseat. Good night, everyone. Millionaire Hot Seat tonight. I want to give away $1 million. Come on, let's do it tonight for a whole lot of money. Let's meet our contestants. In seat number 1 over here, we have Emma Raymond, who once chased Mick Jagger for an autograph, only to accidentally put that autograph through the washing machine. As a 7-year-old, Saja Abui fed the family lamb her mum's undies. Whoops. In the 70s, David Hughes was a DJ at a function and he coached Prince Charles onto the dance floor. As a kid, Johnny Moran performed in Oliver Twist with Niall from One Direction. Sharon O'Neill's beach wedding dress code was board shorts and bathers. And Dan Kelly works at a chocolate factory. His nephew and nieces thought he was the chief Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Come on, Emma. Hello, Emma Raymond.
Hello there, you guys.
from Bond Beach in
Correct.
Victoria, 49 years of age. It says a practice nurse, so...
I'm not practicing.
No,
to be a
I was going to
nurse.
say, you...
I work for a plastic surgeon.
And does that make you a... What's that? Should it be a plastic nurse, is it?
No, I work as a practice nurse for her. So I'm here in her practice.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. So you're a nurse at a plastic surgery. That's it. Jenny is your sister up the back. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's the way. Tell me about this. You were flying in a light plane with your family once to Ulladulla. What happened?
We were teenagers. Dad was co-pilot. We were going to the aunt and uncle's wedding. The door flew open in the plane and the plane just plummeted to the ground.
Jeez. What, did it hit the ground?
Yeah, bang, in a cow paddock and all the cows scattered like that.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, but
How far up were you?
way up, light aircraft.
And so why? The door opened?
Don't know.
What, the cabin pressure just shouldn't
Dad
have
was
worried?
co-pilot, so we should have smelled a rat then.
Okay. Emma, let's win $1 million. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's play Hot Seat. Go. $100. A type of fish caught in the waters off many parts of Australia's coast is the what dory? A. John. B. Peter. C. Ken. D. Tom.
Lock in A, thanks, Ed.
John Dory is locked in. Correct for $100. 200. Do yourself a favour is a famous catchphrase of which of these people? A. Dame Edna Everage. B. Shane Warne. C. Molly Meldrum. D.